All right. Cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough and potentially the last playthrough of The Sinking City. Last thing we did is that we completed the, what's the case called? Yes, Fleeing Phoenix. We completed that case, um, where we sided with Joseph Hill even though he was butt out his mind. We killed Usha, the Mayan priestess that Joseph Hill resurrected from the dead, and we were able to get the information we needed to access Cythgonnar. Turns out Cythgonnar is actually a place. It's not a being. I thought it was a being this entire time. After we got the information, killed Usha, we went back to Hill. I told Hill I don't need you anymore. Hill freaks out, tries to kill Charles, so we had to kill him. So literally, both Usha and Hill are now dead. After that, we are to go back to the hotel because what needs to happen now is we need to find 3 K fingers, I think was stated, and these need to be put into the seal in order to complete it, and then we need to take the seal back to like the original monolith, and then the monolith will open up and then we can access Cythgonnar, something like that. So we're back at the Devil's Reef Inn, so let's get on with it. Oh. Is that one of the thingies? He ended up freshly shaven somehow. Uh-oh. Calm down. Oh, Jessica. I did the job. Okay. The prophecy with my notes. Since dark aeons, before the age of man, Cythgonnar lies beneath the ground. In that eldritch prison rests the dreamer's hidden daughter, bound to never leave. But there are those who would free the daughter if the dreamer's seed will only pass to her. Each turn of cycle, those carrying the seed are drawn to Cythgonnar, driven by hideous visions. The seal of Cythgonnar will open the way. Many will try and perish. When the stars are right, the dreamer stirs in his house. One will succeed. The daughter shall be freed, and from her swelling womb, the dreamer shall spawn once more. Is this my fate? Will the one who succeeds die? Putting everything together. The source of the spreading madness is the dreamer's hidden daughter, locked in Cythgonnar, an eldritch prison beneath Oakmont. Only the seed can enter Cythgonnar. It may open it or close it for one more cycle. The entrance to Cythgonnar is the monolith in Central Advent. To open it, I must complete the seal by finding 3 stone K-fingers growing on 3 monoliths around the city. The first is on the central monolith. To find the other 2, I'll need to seek out the fire worshippers.
Never again, they say.
Asylum suicide. Another death struck our city today. A young man appeared at the door of the Oakmont Asylum, crying, screaming curses at the staff. Before anyone was able to calm him down, he shot himself on the steps. I thought that the scene was sympathetic. Another poor soul broken by the disaster can't forgive him. He said the man was calling for someone named Emily. Have no idea who that is. So Emily's brother killed himself. Dang it. Criminal sentenced to life. Oh no! The murder of the famous mystic Johannes van der Berg has been solved. Police say newcomers Glenn Byers confessed to the deed and voluntarily surrendered to authorities. Byers was sentenced to life imprisonment for his crime. Interesting, the Byers case was taken on by Oakmont attorney F. Scott, previously known for his work with the Carpenter family. "I would do my best to appeal this sentence," said Mr. Scott. "Given the tragic circumstances of this crime, we believe a more reasonable sentence is achievable." I hope so. Oakmont Chupacabra gone? The Oakmont Chupacabra has ceased its attacks. This weird creature had spread terror throughout the city by leaving bloodless corpses in the streets. Thankfully, we have now had several nights with no sign of the blood-sucking monster. It's hard to know whether the residents of our city once again feel at ease, or whether the beast is just waiting for the right time to strike again. The Oakmont Chronicle is yet to confidently conclude who or what this creature was. A wild beast, a wild animal, a vampire, or just a psychopathic. In any case, due caution is still advised. Dang. So we got... crap. So much for trying to do good. So I guess that was one reason to lie to him. He probably wouldn't have been driven to killing himself then. Alright, so let's look. So, the niche in the monolith in Central Advent. So it's in Central Advent. I'll just put it in this general area. And then I need to get to the Church of St. Michael's. I remember that being a place we had to go to before. I guess I need to head there first, basically. Alright. Nothing else to do. I remember having to deal with some stuff with the Church of St. Michael's, but I can't remember where the church is. Alright. So it said a monolith. There's a I forgot what a monolith looks like. Could that be it? Let's see. It says it's in Central Advent, so I have a feeling it's probably around here somewhere. I need to figure out how it is. I'm supposed to climb up there. There it is. Wait, am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. I've gone up here before. I did it randomly, though. I wasn't really trying to get up there. Looks like I need to go around a bit more. think oh wait, no, I think this is St. Michael's Church. Now think about it. I remember coming over here while I was investigating something. I was like, that's a church, alright. Alright, that's a pillar. There it is. Yeah, I was right.
I can smell the gasoline even from here. Why would anyone need so much?
They're trying to burn down the church. Is it open now? Yep. So this would be the first one. This is where we should find the first finger or whatever.
The lid's not closed tightly, and there's still some gas in the can. Seems like it was opened recently.
Those who are pure shall rest by his feet, and their souls will rejoice, and they will sing forever among the angels.
We were to spell angels. I'm surprised it doesn't hurt him. Him going crazy is hurting my head. I need to calm down. You can probably definitely get like motion sickness while playing this game, let me tell you.
You scared me. Who are you? Are you late for the cleansing too?
Let's keep it.
I don't think my name matters.
You're right. We're beyond names now. You call me sister, and I shall call you brother.
Whatever.
What happened here?
The cleansing. This cycle has come to its end, and the next is about to begin. So we must purify ourselves in the fire.
Wait, you mean
They
they did it to themselves?
burn themselves alive.
With joy, brother. Joy. We have waited long for this moment, but soon the cycle will begin anew, and we will be reborn in the new world, cleansed. You can leave all this behind, brother. A fresh start. Join us.
But how do you know? What if it's just suicide?
If the cycle doesn't restart, then we are truly blessed, for we'll avoid the great calamity. Angels showed us those horrors in our dreams. If we are not reborn in the new cycle, then the seed has succeeded, and the daughter is free, and that is no world worth living in.
Okay, so these people don't want the daughter to be released.
Have you seen a place on this monolith with a piece of stone growing from it? I couldn't see anything on the outside.
Oh, I know what you speak of. It's at the bottom of the basement.
You're a fire worshiper, yeah? Do you know which of the monoliths opens the way beneath the city?
Why do you ask?
Yeah, I'm trying to stop the madness.
A noble intention. We saw the stones you seek in our dreams. Father Nicholas knew how to find them, but I'm sorry. He hid his notes downstairs so only the seed can find them. People like you and me won't have much luck.
Are you planning to immolate yourself?
It is the cleansing, yes.
That seems like an awful way to die. Please, are you sure?
I am not scared of pain. Purity will be my passage to the new cycle.
You might want to think about it. You'll scream and scream in pain as the fire burns your flesh. It would be a slow and awful way to die.
Well, yes. Oh, maybe I should reconsider.
Prevent the last self-immolation. Whew, good. Because, like, I don't think that's the right option there, ma'am. Shopping list. Cans of gasoline, at least 5. Kindling. Make sure it's dry. Large box of matches. 1 should be enough. Try to keep everything to the church before dawn. Ugh. Alright. The Book of Holy Flame. The Lord has established his throne in heaven among the tongues of flame and fiery pits. Those who are pure shall rest by his feet, and their souls will rejoice, and they will sing forever among the angels. The sinners contrarize shall go to hell, the Heim of devil sunken below, with its cold streets of silver cobblestones, where they'll rest in eternal suffering until the end of time. Got a key. Why are you going crazy? Alright, let's look at the Mind Palace. I am the sea. Cythgonnar holds the daughter. The dreamer's hidden daughter is still imprisoned inside Cythgonnar. If the prison opens, mankind will likely die. The cycle will repeat. There's an event that restarts the cycle. The cycle will repeat until one day the seed frees the hidden daughter. The seed might not die. The prophecy doesn't explicitly say that the seed will die after they enter Cythgonnar. I might survive. The prophecy didn't say I'll die if I enter Cythgonnar. There's a chance I may survive. Okay. So I can restart the cycle and save mankind. If I restart the cycle, Oakmont will be destroyed, but mankind will be spared for another few centuries. Restarting the cycle is useless. There's no sense in postponing the inevitable. One day, someone will end the cycle, and mankind will be destroyed. The heck, man? Well, let's go with that for now. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Alright. Follow Nicholas for instruction on how to find the other 2 monoliths, which I need to open the entrance to Cythgonnar. He hid the instructions downstairs so only the sea can find them. Alright, cool. Got the key. Stop looking at it. Cleanse yourselves. The time has come, brothers and sisters. We must cleanse ourselves before we face the new world. We shall leave behind all our sorrows and passions and meet our new lives pure. Join the cleansing at St. Michael's Church of the Burning Bush. Warning note. Brothers and sisters, please be careful. The end of the cycle is nigh, and wild beasts have begun to inadvertently emerge in some of our premises. If you are visiting the Zetetic room, please exercise extreme caution and be sure to bear arms. Alright.
Lucid dreaming, dream wandering. Someone's been studying hard.
Don't tell me all this is just a dream. Just a collective dream. Alright. Why is he still going crazy? Is he okay now? I think so. So it seems like looking at
Sleeping
whatever that
draft.
is.
A strong one.
Looking at whatever this is making him go crazy. Priestess note records. At last, the dreams of my brothers and sisters have started to become clear. The cycle has come to its end. Time to perform the cleansing so our souls can retain their memory, their purpose. I put together all the signs from our dreams and hid them so only the seed can find them. They'll help him find what he seeks. Seed, if you're reading this, I hope you'll restart the cycle so that we may meet in the next one. So these people want us to restart the cycle, and they seem to also want to stop the hysteria that's going on. Dream diary. The human blood is to find treasures of the one who are not human anymore. The first stone will drop the shadow on his dwelling. 3 lives take their start among the iron horses in the shadow of the second stone. The waters will wash away the first blood they spill. I think that's supposed to make some sense to us, but I got nothing.
This must be part of the seal.
Gotcha. Alright, so we got it. Jeez. That's crazy. I don't want to keep using my psychotics because, like, this stuff ain't cheap. Dude, you're almost off the water. You're good. Ish. There might be a little more in there. Alright.
Looks like this was left for me.
Right? Father Nicholas's instruction. The first monolith by its mere presence shall transform a man from ordinary to renowned. Once the water rises, he will divine inhuman treasures never before seen, drawing crowds and acclaiming to his humble abode. Many shall praise him, transcribe his words, and share his face on paper. Seek the monolith, for it hides what the sea desires under the azure cloak. The second monolith, pretentious and proud, shall be delivered unto Oakmont with disciples 3, each identical to the last. They shall enter this world at an uncertain hour as the first young citizens of Oakmont after the waters rise. Seek the monolith, for it holds that which the sea desires. Is that all the evidence? Yes, it is. All right, we can get out there. Get out of here. Place is hurting my head. Okay. So, let's look. Let's see. I found one K finger on a monolith and added it to the seal. I need to find 2 more. It says the first monolith by its mere presence shall transform a man from ordinary renown. And that's the next one. So we need to go to the newspaper archive now. Okay. Got the clues for the second and third monoliths and where the K fingers are. I am not sure how all this is gonna end. I'm not sure it's gonna be like, oh, giant boss fight kind of end. Because not all the case files we deal with has like a boss fight involved. I feel like, because let's see, we had to deal with that giant monster thing. And then we had to deal with that ambush. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction, I just realized. We had to deal with that giant ambush when we were looking for Evernote. And then there was the fight with Mayan priestess. So not too many, which makes some sense since I feel like the fighting in this game isn't as important as the case solving. Okay, so I need to go to the newspaper archives. Where's the newspaper? Here it is. I think I still generally feel the way I did after I finished the last case of Benedict Fox. I feel like I could have gone without the fighting in this game and just had just pure investigating. That's obviously seems to be like a strong suit of the game. The fighting's a lot better in this than compared to the last case of Benedict Fox. So I'm not too mad at it because of that. But I definitely like the case solving way more than the fighting. All right. So it says, by his mere presence shall transform a man from ordinary to renown. Once the water rises, he will divine inhumane treasures never foreseen. For it hides what the sea desires beneath the azure cloak. And share his face on paper. There we go. Incredible discoveries. A small strand line at the eastern end of Old Colony Street is now the talk of Oakmont. Jimmy Price, a fisherman living in the boondocks on the border of Coverside and Grimhaven Bay, has become famous overnight for his remarkable findings. Not a week passes without him emerging from the sea with another piece of gold, jewelry, or ancient treasure. Antiquities expert, or antiques? Is that how I'm supposed to say it? I think it's just antiques. Anyway, that expert, Diane Miles, is baffled. These trinkets are unlike anything I've ever seen, said Miss Miles. The only thing I can tell you for certain is it's pretty darn old. Okay. So what? It's weird that these clues leading to people. I wouldn't imagine that. I thought I might go to like a place. Because like, how does that mean? Please, sorry, I don't have to kill people to get these things. That's a lot of carvings on your back, sir. So now I need to go to, I think, the hospital archives. Yep. Go ahead and get both, put them on the map so that we can knock them out pretty quickly at around the same time. Mystery indeed. Let's see. Yo, I watched this week's episode of JJK. Dude. Yo, oh my gosh. I've been kind of disappointed with JJK because, like, I read the rest of it. I haven't read Modulo yet. I'm gonna get to it. But I read all of the first one. Or like the main story, what started it all. And yeah, it gets so weird and it just goes so far downhill, I feel like. I still generally think Shibuya, what's this? Is the best. And it's going to be hard to do better than that, but I'm not gonna lie, season 3 wasn't half bad actually. Still like Shibuya a lot more, but it wasn't bad. It definitely did not, just the show in general, didn't stoop down as low as I thought it was gonna be. Here it is. Like Mappa killing it. All right. There it is. Second part. Portentous and proud shall be delivered unto Oakmont with disciples 3 each identical to the last. Okay. Just in Oakmont. That's where we are. I wouldn't give any more specifics. They shall enter this world at an uncertain hour as the first young citizens of Oakmont after the waters rise. So it'll be after the flood. Patient. Surgery? There we go. Record of triplets. Name, Laura, Claire, and Allison Whitley, triplets. Date of birth, record lost at the start of the flood. Place of birth, railway station on the intersection of that place. Mother, Letitia Whitley, deceased in childbirth. Father unknown. Alright. We know who we're looking for now. Woo. Let's do a save. I think I'm due a whole... Yeah, let's just do a whole separate save like that. I have some stuff in the Mind Palace. Let's see. K-Finger beneath the Azure cloak. The instructions from the Fire Whisperer say that one of the monoliths has what I seek beneath the Azure cloak. What that means? Guess we'll find out. So now that we know all this, we know where it is we're looking for and the different places these things are. The first one we need to go to is, let's see. border between Grimhaven Bay. So it says the border between at the Strand Line on the eastern end of Old Colony on the Strand Line. So like around here. Does this say that? And then this one, Western Shells. In the railway station at the intersection of Salvation and Moorland. At the intersection of Salvation and... Okay, so here's Moorland. Where's Salvation? Here it is. So, like, really close to... Oh, there are the railroads. Okay, so it's like around here. Okay. So since that one's really close to what we need, let's go over there first. So this is what, the triplets? Yes. Yes, that's the triplets. Triplets around here. It says they were in the railroad station. Alright, so this is the station. There we go. This looks like a place I could be attacked. Yeah, that's what I thought. Actually, let me try this. I don't know what that means with the glowing of the things and all that. I don't want to waste. Here's this. There you go. Okay. So, triplets. In the railroad station. This is indeed the railroad station. So like, what exactly am I looking for? I don't have a lot. Oh, missed them. Using up all this dang stuff. I feel like how this game's made sometimes, you're really not meant to fight for real. The heck was that? Oh, okay. Barrow Station Monolith. You going to sit there and tell me this is an investigative area? I mean, like, there's this, but I feel like this is leaving. Record. Okay, so it's. Okay. So, yes, it's kind of. It's like over there. Okay. I think. Oh. Alright.
Even this monstrosity couldn't survive being riddled with harpoons.
Yeah. Alright, well.
Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith. The monster took a good bite out of this poor man. His own mother wouldn't recognize him now.
Yeah, his face is gone.
Chipping off such a huge piece would require a lot of effort. You couldn't do this alone.
Alright. Oh, got a thing.
The wild beasts smell us! Protect the stone!
Okay.
Harder! We must have this piece of the stone. It's blessed. Hurry! I think I heard something.
Time to figure this out.
So I think they were trying to get the stone.
Harder! We must have this piece of the stone. It's
They started
blessed.
hearing the
Hurry.
wild beasts, and then finally the wild beasts came.
The wild beasts smell us! Protect the stone!
A group of fanatics chipped off a piece of the monolith and got away with it. Apparently it was the one with the niche I need.
Oh, well, darn. So that sounds like I need to track them down. Somehow that's not all evidence. Now, this isn't a big area, so...
The same pattern as on the monolith.
Okay.
The chip looks fresh. The same pattern as on the monolith. The chip looks fresh.
That's all you gotta say? Why is it still... So I guess that's supposed to mean they were here recently, so they're probably not far off. What? How did they get out of here with a giant cart? Because everything's blocked off. I repeat, this is not a large area, so this should not be complicated. Why am I not finding anything? Yeah, now we're outside the area. Let's look at the Mine Palace. Let's see. Oh, beneath these are clan, cloak. Piece of the monolith was stolen. The stone worshippers chipped off a piece of monolith and took it with them. Alright. I don't think there's anything here that connects. That has nothing to do with me finding clues here. Watch it be a piece of paper again, because it's always a piece of paper. Okay, another thing in the monolith, but we don't care about that. We already looked at that. Already looked at that. Already looked at that. And now I'm outside. It's like it starts at the monster. I swear, finding these last bits of
Monster took a good
clues,
bite out of this poor man. His own mother wouldn't recognize
hints
him
have
now.
gotten so much more complicated. That, what in the... Oh, not gonna say anything or do anything with that? Just, okay, sure, why not? That's not weird at all. It was the duck the whole time. Dude, I'm not finding anything. I'm not finding anything. I find a duck, that's it. I mean, I guess that kind of looks like the cart the mirror used. Maybe I do need to make some connections in order for all the clues, but I don't think that's like ever to happen. Yeah, I tried. That's what I thought. Like, there's nothing there. And based off the visual of what they did to get out, it looks like they went this way. So my thought process is, oh, maybe there's a clue in the direction they went. But the only thing I'm finding is, well, this dead guy. And we haven't had any warbles show up. Those things are pretty obvious, fortunately. Well, I think I'm gonna have to just leave this alone because I don't want to be wandering around here for too long. Like, I really don't know what I could be missing. Be nice if we can grab one of them harpoons. But they might be too large is in there for me to grab them. I mean, that looks like something I could potentially look at, but it's not indicating anything. Yeah, no. It would be nice. I feel like that would have been one thing that would have been nice to have. That if you went into this mode, it could help you pick up on some things that you may have missed. Because I feel it would fit in with the logic of the game. Yeah, there's nothing up here either by the looks of it. I'm not finding anything. I think maybe, oh no, that's just stuff I can collect. Because it seems like this entire line might be part of it. Here we go. Maybe this is a little something more. Because again, it does look like they went in this direction. But no, this is outside the investigating area. I don't know. Welp. Can't do anything about that one. So, group of people, seeing that the piece was the one I needed, they used a cart to transport the heavy stone, so they must have left tracks somewhere. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm looking for tracks? Is that how I'm supposed to understand this? Dude, walk up there. What are you doing? Gosh. Dude, you got over here. You should be able to get back easily. It's like he can't go over this small dip. So I'm looking for tracks, is that what it is? Alright, well, like you said, they had a giant cart. I really wish I could view that crime scene replay again. This is still part of the investigative area. That's odd. Oh, I didn't know that was an infested area. Good to know. That is so weird. This is also part of the investigated area. Yet there's still nothing. I feel like I'm losing it. This should not be complicated. No, outside. The heck? What the heck was that? Is it just that thing again? Dude, I'm about to Google it. I don't even have my phone. Crap. This shouldn't be complicated. This should not be complicated. Like, it should be, like, so easy. I need to find tracks. Yeah, no duh. But again, based off where they were going, it was like in this direction. The fact that there's nothing. I'm getting my phone. I'll be back. Okay. So let's see. You get to St. Michael's Church, you investigate some stuff. Oakmont Chronicles. Okay, so this is a record of triplets. So you fight some folk, you have a dead giant thing, and a large chunk of rock. And a crack in the base. Then you can put things together. It says people fleeing. Oh, this is on the Sinking City Wikipedia page, or wiki page, like a fandom page. People flee from the creature. It says the investigation can be continued in the station itself. Okay. In the station itself. Oh, like here? Oh my gosh.
Killed with one blow.
Okay, you find a wild beast. See, what? How is it that this information will be related to...
I wouldn't want to be him.
So why? Okay.
Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith. All soaked in blood. I hope it's still readable.
Staying Diary pays. Excited to be the secretary of our community. The history of our ascension will be written with my own hand. 2 days ago, found the blessed piece of the stone. It's so close. The hour of our ascension draws near. New headquarters in Western Shells on Justice Street between Inner Shine Street and Warren Street. Close to blah 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 blah. And that still isn't all evidence.
The wood's rotten from the damp.
Now that's all evidence. That's... Because the reason I didn't come out here is because it wasn't yellow. So when it's not yellow, that seemed to tell me it's not within the investigation range. So me coming out
Killed
here
with one blow.
didn't make any sense. Okay, man. Whatever. So, let's see. New headquarters, Western Cells. So that's over here on Justice Street. Justice Street, retreat inner. They say Inner Shine and Warren Road. So, like here. Okay, so we're actually really close. If that was part of the investigative area, I feel like it would have made sense to just have it so that the entire station was yellow. There we go. That person. He seems... So he froze.
This statue is incredibly detailed. It's practically lifelike.
Yeah, no, this is one of them, and they were frozen or something.
I hope they didn't smash the part I need.
How does he know it's a specific part he needs?
Damn. Did they actually try to chew that?
That's crazy. Why did that make you so crazy? Dude, their teeth. Calm down.
I can't help myself. It's so delicious.
Huh? They try to eat rocks. What's so... It's like, it's crazy, but it's not like so horrific that I'm gonna lose my mind. It's like, wow, you guys are kind of crazy, which we knew. So, nothing too wild about that, sir.
The door won't budge. There you are.
Oh, there it is. So now I need to do the thing.
Put it here. At last, our sentence is so close. We'll start immediately. We are honored to be the first to ascend. May this case gift free us from our bodily weaknesses and sins. Others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
So, came in with the rock.
Put it here. At last, our sentence is so close. We'll start immediately.
Then they
We are
try to
honored
eat the
be
rock,
first
and
to
then
ascend.
they
May
move.
this case
rock.
gift free us from our others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
Yeah.
The piece of the monolith was brought here, partly eaten, and the leftovers were taken upstairs. The door was locked and the key hidden among the books.
All right. There it is. Key. Dude. Why was he losing his mind all of a sudden? Oh my gosh, it's a key in a book. The horror. Like, he lost so much of his sanity. So what I'm guessing is whatever the heck these guys did up here turned everyone to stone.
This must be part of the seal.
All right. Oh, it's moving. Weird. Alright, Stone Whisperer's note. The true purpose of the monolith is to lead the faithful to ascension to the new life in the changing world. Eat from them, embrace them in all your flesh, and K's gift will free you from bodily weaknesses and sins. We will join the 1,444 chosen. Wait, no. 100,000 144,000. I'm so tired. I know how to say numbers. I just can't right now. Chosen, and I will rest among the angels, while the sinners will face the wrath of the beast that sleeps in the depths. Is that all evidence? I guess so. Yes. So the shard of the monolith was brought here by this group of stone worshippers. They ate some of it, and yeah, cool. And then I found 2 parts of the seal outside of the second. I've added the second K finger, and there's still 1 left to find before I can open the path. All right, we can leave this place then. Oh, I just realized they didn't move. I was just going to completely ignore that. Just like, cool, don't care. What?
Don't touch it. The stone is ours.
Okay. Oh, were they fighting over the stone? So I think another group came. And it seems like they started arguing about the stone. Am I interpreting that right? So why the heck did the other group start moving? I'll look at it again.
Don't touch it. The stone is ours.
Don't touch it, the stone is ours. And then these guys go marching in. The fact that you guys don't have... I can't come back in here now. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well. Cool, so... we'll worry about that another time. So the next one would be... That's the triplets. This one, Incredible Discoveries. So I'll probably come to Grimhaven. Yeah, Grimhaven East. That's the easiest one. Alright, let's get out of there. So my question is this: who are these people? Are these part of the Yellow King cult folk? Or like a lot of things, is this a whole separate organization or group of people that have nothing to do with the original groups of people we were dealing with in the beginning? Okay. So this one, I think, is some guy that people are stating is doing like amazing miracles or something like that. Alright, I'm gonna guess it's a house. Oh, jeez. I should do something. No.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
He was gonna kill him. He was holding someone hostage. Last time I didn't do anything. And the person died. I'm not letting that happen again. Literally murdered someone right in front of me. Just like, I'm not letting that happen again. Okay, what the heck is this supposed to be? It says border between Coverside and Grimham at the Strand Line on the eastern end. On the Strand Line. See, that's the thing. I don't know what a Strand Line is. So it could be that I didn't put it in the right place. I'm about to Google what a strand line is. Okay, if I knew what that meant, this should be easy. Let's figure out what a strand line is. Shoreline. So it says border between these places at the Strand Line on the eastern end. So okay, go back to where I was. I probably have heard that word before now I think about it in like geography. So turn that way and go straight. So it's around, I mean, that is a big something.
Still wet. Someone undressed in a hurry. No sign of a seal fragment on this side of the monolith. This isn't gonna be easy.
Yeah, that's a big piece. That's a big boy. Oh yeah, you might have to dive down there. How the heck did they get this piece of the monolith up? Oh, did it just wash ashore? The last message. I've lost count of how many nights the Archie has been trapped in this storm. We're going around in circles. Drotch rocks don't let us leave this snub city or turn back to come ashore. No food left. My sister and her husband are clearly mad with hunger. They say we must jump into the sea and cross it by foot underwater. They jumped. They all just jumped into the water. My whole family, with a sickly smile on their faces. Okay, help me. I'm taking the only dive suit and will try to reach the shore. Pray for me. Ooh, terrible sound.
The door won't budge. No use. And it's barricaded from the inside.
House. So this is his house. So there's some way for me to get in here. Alright. I'm not one to break someone's house, but hey.
The door won't budge.
Suddenly took his gun out. That's totes not concerning. I'm assuming this is his house. Newspaper article. Since the day Oakmont was stricken by the flood, fishermen had complained that their prey seemed to have vacated all the coastal waters. I have no clue where the Drotch all the I have no clue where the Drotch all the fisk went, said Mr. B. Morgan, a fisherman from Salvation Harbor. We return empty-handed every single time, yet those toad-faced scum return with nets loaded up with fisk. This is witchcraft of their underwater kin, I'm telling you. The port is ringing with dissatisfaction at the unprecedented advantage that Innsmouthers have in the fishing trade. To what can this success be attributed? The Oakmont Chronicles will investigate. One thing's for sure, though. Something smells fisky. Why do they say fisk for fish? Letter from a relative. Jimmy, none of us is gonna leave our homes and join this Dane's adventure of yours. We're perfectly fine here in Oakmont and have no need to look for a better place. Moreover, calling your ship Archie is drotch of a Dane idea, Aunt Lavinia.
local? Can I ask you about this shore?
Live here for 30 years. I'm gonna die here. So, what do you want?
I need to get to the base of that rock off the beach. And where's the best place to dive?
So you're going to hell like everyone else. Figures.
What do you mean?
The crew, the Archie. My family, all of them drowned. Something in the mare, it calls to them. It hypnotizes them. So you still want to go?
As if I've got any choice.
Then may I ask you for a favor? Would you put these crosses on my relatives down there? I don't know how else to help their poor souls. If you agree, I'll show you where I used to dive. Before the snub.
But won't it be difficult to identify your relatives?
It's only been 2 days. Their bodies will not have spoiled.
Hopefully.
But
Yeah.
there's the fish.
The fish avoid the rock, like anything alive.
You said something on the seabed caused your family to drown. How is that possible?
Archie was our chance to escape. We tried to get away, but the mare stopped us. Rocks appeared from nowhere. A deep fog fell. We spent a week roaming near the shore, unable to escape. Our supplies drained, our minds weakened. Whispers, shadows moving in the fog.
Madness.
I put on the diving suit, but the others just jumped overboard, one by one. I was the last. The suit's the only reason I got to shore.
I'll help you. Now, give me the crosses and show me where to dive.
Okay, bless you, mister. I have a dive spot on the first floor. Here's a key.
I didn't get your name. What do they call you?
Jimmy Price. Why do you ask?
It's been a while since I've met an ordinary person. I just wanted to talk. And the name's Charles Reed, by the way.
Well, nice to meet you, Charles.
So, Jimmy, what's next for you?
I don't know. I've lost it all. My wife, Rebecca, my daughter. The mayor took everyone I knew. Now I wonder if the mayor's making me repay for my greed. Taking that gold from its depths. Cursed the day I found that Druck ring.
Ring? I mean, I feel like he didn't know. I wouldn't say... I don't know. Saying everything has a price kind of insinuates, oh, you should have known better, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he's to blame for any of this.
Even if that were true, you couldn't have known. It's not your fault.
I guess. Thank you.
You ever think about what might be, Jimmy? Something you want more than anything.
What? That's an unexpected question.
And a weird question.
Let me think. I guess it's obvious. I want to hug my Rebecca one more time. Want to see a smile on her face. And you?
I want none of this to be real. To wake up in my bed in Boston, eat real food, drink good coffee, and forget it all.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Jimmy. I guess it's back to it.
Take care, Charles.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, no sign of the K finger. There's no signs of the K finger for my seal on the upper part of the monolith. Most of it is underwater. Oh, that's what they mean by Azure cloak. Dive to complete the seal. The prophecy says that one monolith will hide what I seek under the Azure cloak. Sounds like I need to hunt for part of the seal underwater. That fisherman from the Oracle found the gold underwater. He should have somewhere to dive from. Maybe I'll find some clues in his house. Monolith worshippers have changed. Those that ate the monolith shards are transformed into new creatures. They're not human anymore, but still alive. Oakmont is trapped by Cythgonnar. Cythgonnar is preventing the people of Oakmont from leaving the city. Okay. Um, was stolen. Stone chipped off as P and took it with them. So there you go. Transformed by the monolith. Something in the monolith has transformed the worshippers into completely new creatures. Oakmont is trapped by Cythgonnar. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Cool. Alright, so that's basically all we can do. Plain metal key. The man said it's the key to a room for which he used to dive. It's on the first floor of his house. In the eastern end of Old Connolly Street, Coverside. Oh, so where I am now, in his house. Okay. So I should not do anything with that. And then prophecy says that one monolith hide under an eagle. Yeah, I need to dive. So I need to keep investigating his house, I guess. Came down. Why do you just have a coffin in your house, sir? So yeah, that must be the door. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Fisherman's farewell note. Whether the gold I found was cursed or not, I have enough to start building a skip of my own. I'm calling her Archie. We're leaving this wretched city that even Kay has turned his back on. If anyone finds this, please pray for us. Okay. Down we go. They don't like light. So I'm just follow these things. Whoops. Shoot. I wonder what that does. I'm trying to figure out how that is that it fixes. That's a big something. Fixes the suit.
I hope you find a place where your soul can rest in peace. That is beyond awful.
Yeah, like, why are they tied up to rocks or... I guess that's the Archie. I guess there's probably no actually killing them. It's just trying to make them go away. We're in a circle. guess she can run. Wait, leave me alone.
This is intense. Neither will I believe it.
Alright, we have all the pieces now. Okay. That should be all of them now. So doing that made it so that we collected all the evidence in the house.
I found your family, Jimmy. Rest assured, I did what you asked.
Thank you. Hopefully it will ease their troubled souls. I'm sorry I asked you to risk your life on my behalf. Please take this as a token of my gratitude.
Bye.
We're doomed to rot in this bowl.
Done. Alright, let's get out of here. I came through a hole in the wall. There it is. Alright. So, there's still more evidence around here that I can find. Dude, I was really hoping to finish the game today. I'm not sure that's gonna be possible. Could it be one of those situations again where I have to walk outside the yellow to find what I need? I mean, there was a dead shark. So I would think, oh, let me investigate this. Because they said that literally anything living dies once it gets close to this thing. That would be evidence to show that.
How many lives were lost in these waters?
And that was the last thing. Okay. So now. The seal is complete. Now I can open the central monolith and descend into Cythgonnar. This ancient otherworldly artifact was found by Throgmorton's expedition to the depths beneath Oakmont. The seal was used in rituals by those who lived here in ancient times before the city was even founded. So I need to go back. Wait a second. Was found to. So. So it says the entrance to Cythgonnar is the monolith in central admin. Okay. So this one. Okay. So I need to go over there. Got it. I'm going the complete wrong direction. I need to get to one fast travel thingies. Oh, so there's no easy way to do this. I gotta go through one. I'm really bad with maps. I tried playing a game called Dying Light with a friend yesterday. Like I did. And was absolutely terrible with the navigating of that map. It was really bad. I'm really bad with maps. Like, I think I used the map a decent amount of times in, like, Nier Automata. I think I used it sometimes in, like, Assassin's Creed, but, like, oh, this works too. But when I first get into a game, my first thought is not, let me look at the map. I'm just like, well, I'll just go this way. Just wander until eventually I find something. You know, like a dumb person. Cool. I should have about to take the day off today. I don't feel well. I was going to wake up and go to the gym today, and then I woke up just like, I did not feel good. So I didn't. And so I decided to jump on here, and I'm still not feeling good. So it's like, it's nothing like serious. It's just, I'm just really, really tired. Like, I took 2 naps yesterday. I don't know what that was about. It was really odd. And I, like, never do that. I woke up at, like, 9 o'clock yesterday. And then I was awake till, like, 10:15. And then I was like, this being awake thing's kind of rough. So I went back to sleep. Didn't wake up till, like, 12:43. Got up, tried to do piano, didn't work, stopped doing piano, ate something. After I ate, went back to sleep. I was like a cat yesterday. And then there's last night's sleep was really weird. I feel like I didn't feel sleep. I don't know what that was about. It feels like one of those sleeps I got when I was like really going through a bad time last year. Which is like, yeah, you're asleep technically, but you don't wake up rested. And you just feel like garbage when you wake up. So, bro, I'm about to take a wellness day because I need to get well. What? Where is you? Is it upstairs? Is it downstairs? Y'all heard him. Oh, here it is. Why do I feel like I'm getting lag? Like really bad lag? Where is it? Oh. Are we good now, sir? I think so. All right. Cool. He's still going crazy. Let's go upstairs. Maybe there's another one I missed. I'm not seeing another one. There it is. Now, are you okay, sir? Okay, we're good now. I'll let him calm down first before we move on. All right. It is complete. In we go. Finishing up this game is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So I'm not seeing any. Oh, there we go. I'm not seeing any lights, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going exactly. So is this the entrance? I guess it's leading to the entrance. I don't have the patience. I so wish she could move a wee bit faster. Yeah. I see stairs. I guess that's where I'm going. Maybe that's a bit dangerous. Should I just keep following these things? Leave me alone, you piece of garbage. Go back to the depths of hell where you belong. Jeez. Shut up. Yeah, I think I just had to keep following these. Whee! That's not good. Don't let him touch you. Hello, Cthulhu. How goes it? Oh gosh, he's depleting. What did you see, sir? Just get in there. Uh-oh. He froze. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Where are we? Whoa, we're back. Huh? This is where the game started. The monoliths are small, visible parts of the prison Cythgonnar and has some mysterious function. Oakmont is trapped. Well, I feel like the function is that it traps them, no? Monoliths touched by the daughter. There's a possibility that the daughter can spread her influence through the monoliths. So if that's the case, Chthonian monstrosity. The daughter's influence will be the strongest inside Cythgonnar. Whatever transformation awaits may be worse than death. Godlike creature. The daughter's influence will be the strongest inside Cythgonnar. With her help, I could gain power beyond belief. Bull crap. No. Yeah, no. No. We're not playing that game. The heck? What? What? Am I supposed to follow you? Dude, are you gonna sit here and tell me I'm just supposed to, like, leap of faith off of this joint? Like, I see. Okay. Okay. I did a thing. Get power beyond belief. What the heck? What type of nonsense is that? Why would you want that?
It's a shame you'll die here, Reed. This city has far worse men than you.
Okay.
A lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed.
I'm sure.
I want none of this to be real. To wake up in my bed in Boston, eat real food, drink good coffee, and forget it all.
We're definitely going absolutely mad. Mad. That's a lot of bodies.
Let me be frank. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal in here, newcomer.
Jeez.
Please help me die. I can't. I just can't.
Jeez. Maybe this is all supposed to show just how awful Oakmont is, and maybe it does need to be blown up.
No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this.
I mean, because literally all of this is stuff that the city owns.
There is nothing more vile than futility. Watching this happen again and again and doing nothing. We are the agents of change, Mr.
So what, is it supposed to like somehow convince someone, hey, maybe you should just nuke the city. Don't let this place exist.
Please hurry, Reed. We can still save this city.
Oh, jeez.
You can't end the suffering. The cycle will go on. You can't change who you are.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Graham, jeez.
We're doomed to rot in
Oh
this
no.
There is a cycle. This has all happened before. She wants to be free, but she must not be, or else it all ends.
Noob clue. previous seeds died. Previous seeds died when they entered Cythgonnar. Restarting the cycle is suicide. The previous seeds died and the cycle kept repeating. The seeds sacrifice must be the only way to restart it. So if that's the case, all this leads to sacrifice. If I enter the gates, I'll free the dreamer's hidden daughter. If I survive that, what's left of me won't even be human. The only way to prevent mankind's destruction is to restart the cycle by my suicide. So, okay, so what if I do this then? Enter Cythgonnar. There's no sense in sacrificing my life. One way or another, someone will end the cycle and the hidden daughter will be free. By entering the gates, at least I have a chance to survive. Maybe I'll even become something greater than human. No! That doesn't sound like it's going to fix anything, but honestly, neither of these sound like something that will fix the problem. Because it sounds like I thought the thing that was causing all this pain, all this suffering, the hysteria, and that was leading to all this is that the daughter or whatever wanted to be free. So if we free the dreamer's hidden daughter, it sounds as if that's, based on everything I knew, it sounded as if that was the bad thing. You didn't want the daughter to be free. But now this is saying that's what we want. I mean, this is the result I do want. I do want to save mankind. And I don't trust the daughter. And that is what it leads to. Okay. That's what we're doing. Hello, whatever that is.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
Well, I guess, kind of either one results in blood. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna suffer terribly. Whether it be Charles or the rest of the world.
I choose annihilation. The end of all cycles. Let everything die.
Oh.
I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me. My hidden daughter, I am coming.
We have choices.
I have made my choice. I willingly sacrifice myself like every seed before me. What is one life worth against all of humankind?
And what's this?
Let the cycle restart.
So this is just straight, let the cycle restart. So we have, okay, let me do a save. I'm gonna do that into here. So we can do destroy everything. I guess. So we can do destroy everything, go to the hidden daughter and become, I'm assuming, godlike. And then there's this, where I accept my sacrifice, and then restart the cycle. So I've been saying this entire time, that's what I've been wanting to go with, the sacrifice route. Because again, that should end the hysteria for a time. It's a couple centuries. Maybe during that time period, people find a way to stop this nonsense permanently. But yeah, destroying everything doesn't sound a good idea. That's not going to lead to the bad ending. Getting power from the daughter and siding basically with the hysteria, by the looks of it, sounds like not the best move. So
I have made my choice. I will let the cycle restart.
well, time to become a sacrificial lamb. Take me. What? Leap of faith. Restart the cycle. Huh? Why did that not explain anything? So, like, he doesn't release the daughter, but, like, I was hoping what will happen is, after we sacrifice ourselves, like, the storm that's been going on in this dang city this entire time would be gone. Okay, I feel like that would insinuate, okay, the sacrifice worked, the storm is no longer a thing, the hysteria is no longer a thing, but it will restart in the end. It will restart eventually. But for now, things have settled. But no, I just have this weirdo smiling, and we still don't know much about Vanderberg. Cause like, what is he? He's obviously not human. Bruh, I'm confused. And it sends me that to the title. Okay, so let's do a load. And let's try another option. So it should be this one. Now you can do this game in such a way that you save carefully so that you can go back and make a bunch of different decisions in different case files and stuff, but it didn't seem like it would change the outcome of the game too much. It seems like this decision changes everything.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
Alright, so in this case, let's go with this one.
I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me. My hidden daughter, I am coming.
Well, I wonder if can I not do this one now because I didn't put things in place to do it? Or maybe I just need to interact with both of them to choose.
Annihilation. The end of all cycles. Let everything die.
Okay, yep, now I can choose. Alright, this time we choose this one.
I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me.
Oh, wait a second.
My hidden daughter, I am coming.
Okay, I get it. This one.
I choose
then
annihilation.
This one.
I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me. My hidden daughter, I am coming.
Alright, so this is Destroy everything. Alright, the stars are right. End the cycle. So that's the destroy everything. So yeah, I'm releasing the daughter. Bad. Daughter releasing bad results in world being destroyed. And then, let's see, load this up again. And then there should be, I think, one more choice. Because in that case, he didn't become godlike. It seems like that's another option, but let's see. Okay. So we did that
Destiny
one.
waits for no man, Charles.
We did that one.
Decide now whether
What's-
this ends in salvation or blood.
I'm guessing there's another option? Because if I remember correctly, there are 3 options. Here we go. There's another one.
Enough is enough. I'm leaving this damn city and its madness behind. I will not choose. I'll break the cycle and free all of us trapped in Oakmont.
Okay.
I will not choose. I'll break the cycle and free all of us trapped in Oakmont.
So this one you don't choose, hey, just give yourself over to the daughter, or, oh, let me kill myself. I'm not sure what this means entirely. Does this mean like I'm gonna sacrifice Oakmont, but I'm gonna get the heck out?
Enough is enough. I'm leaving this damn city and
So
its
basically
madness
like
behind.
a save yourself type ending? That's what it seems like. New Mind Palace clue. I found the hidden control panel in Cythgonnar. Seems like it could reopen Oakmont to the world, letting people leave. I could free Oakmont. It seems like the seal could be used to release Cythgonnar's hold on the city, allowing people to leave. I wonder if there's a way for me to... take the seal and escape. If I enter the gates, mankind will be destroyed. If I commit suicide, the cycle will just restart, delaying the inevitable. My only choice is to break the cycle. Maybe I can use Cythgonnar's control panel to open the city's borders and escape with the seal. That was something I was just thinking. Just like maybe there's a way to permanently keep this stuff from happening. Okay, so that was a choice. But will it work? Come on, you gotta show a bit more than that. Boston, a few years later. What's going on? You. It's back? It didn't work. Oh no. It didn't work. It still happens. Well, all these endings suck. I'm out of here. Leave the city and the world to their fate. So you try to break the cycle. You try to change it, but it doesn't work. It happens anyway. So I feel like none of these endings are good. All of these kind of suck. With the sacrifice yourself, it doesn't seem like it worked. It seems like it just restarts, because that's why I'm interpreting that as when the boat's coming in and Vandabug is there waiting for whoever's on the boat. It gives the vibe that Vandabug is just again trying to solve this mystery of Cythgonnar or whatever, and he's just hired another poor sap to come and investigate, to come to the exact same conclusion and to experience the exact same things as Charles did. With the release the hidden daughter, we literally just destroyed the world. And then with the last ending we just saw, it seems like we delayed it for a little bit, for like a couple of years, but it still happened. So it's either, again, it didn't work, or someone else came along and triggered the destruction of the world. So it looks like no matter what we do, there is no way to stop this inevitable destruction of the world. It's either just temporarily delayed or just comes immediately. That is so depressing. I did not expect that at all. I thought we'd be able to get at least one good ending, but all of them seem really bad. So to put it all together, different people wanted to get this weird seal, and this seal could do a variety of different things. When it comes to this place, I thought it was a creature, but this place called Cythgonnar, and via this prophecy, you can either release the dreamer's daughter who's trapped in Cythgonnar, seal her there again, or do neither, not choose. This story is so odd. It is so odd. And that's that. Now there is a second one. Let me look into that one. I wonder if that one's available. Cause I'm trying to think what else you could do with this story. There's some DLCs of the Sinking City by the looks of it. So the Sinking City 2. So they haven't released it yet. They're planning to do one by the looks of it though. So you go to the flooded city of Arkham and fight eldritch monsters beyond human comprehension. Seems like you might be following a different person too. It doesn't look like Reed. That's interesting. Alright, well, game review. Let's start with the story. Story was weird. Story was really weird. I feel like the fact that it was so weird is why I wasn't able to connect why it is some of the things were happening. And because of the muddling between utter nonsense supernatural stuff and realistic things, it was really hard to predict what was going to happen next. But I would say for literally up till the end, I was very intrigued by where the mystery was going to lead and how it was all gonna end. Didn't end like I thought it would, but it certainly ended interestingly, I suppose you can say. Yeah, they did I would say a pretty good job at having a mystery that really made you question and wonder and think about what it is that was going on. It's still weird because like there's still some letters I feel like we got that I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Like I think there was like some priest letter that was really weird and cryptic, and there were a couple of letters that were really weird. Though it was confusing, the weirdness, it was also very interesting because it was just like, I wonder what this could mean. Ooh, I'm interested in trying to figure out what the heck this means and how it applies to the world, to the story, etc. So they did a very good job at having that mystery, having that intrigue, and slowly but surely revealing things to keep up with that intrigue and mystery. I also really liked it that basically with every case we finished, we got just more and more questions until we finally got all the answers and was all put together in a not so neat way. Because I still sometimes wonder what it was all the parties involved with this wanted to do. Like, I still don't completely understand what, say, Vanderbug wanted to do with all of this. How does he play into all of this? What is he? It would have been nice had they been a bit more clear about what Vanderbug is. Maybe that would be answering Seeking City too. I don't know. But it seems like he's still like a really big mystery in this entire situation. And then with like Evernote, sure, he was obsessed with the idea of being one of the chosen, and he turned out not to be, and he tried to extract the dream seed so that he could become one of the chosen. I still am confused by what it was he wanted to do once he became one of the chosen ones. Like, I'm guessing he wanted to sacrifice himself? I'm not really sure. And with Homegirl, with Professor Doe, what does she want to do? With the Innsmouthers, the people who like worshipped the Deep Ones. Like, I feel like we heard about like these creatures, Deep Ones, Dagon. And it's still not clear to me exactly how these creatures relate to the Dreamer's daughter. Because again, the Dreamer's daughter, the Dagon, and all those creatures, they seem to be part of the exact same religion / thought process. But one, it seemed like you had people who held to that same belief be against each other. And two, the only creature we heard of consistently was the daughter, and not like these Deep Ones, this Dagon creature. Like, apparently, again, you get the Innsmouthers by a unholy union between a human and one of these deep ones. I still don't. I'm still a little lost on that one. That one's a bit confusing. It would have been nice to see one of these deep ones. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. But anyway, with like the Innsmouthers, like they seem to worship the deep ones. And again, it seems like the deep ones are related to the dreamer's daughter. So does that mean the Innsmouthers wanted to destroy the world? I guess so, because I think the EOD, they also wanted the seal, if I remember correctly. And I think they wanted to use the seal to destroy the world. I feel like that's one part. Maybe that's just me and my lack of comprehension skills. That's something I've had an issue with for literal since I was a child. Comprehension of stories and stuff. It's gotten better, but it can still be a bit rough. I feel like it's still not clear what it was all the different parties directly involved with getting the seal and obtaining its parts and knowing about this seal. It's still not clear what those different parties wanted to do with this information. And maybe that was purposeful. Maybe that was something they planned to make more clear later in the story, but then maybe forgot about. Or again, it might just be they did present it in the story and I just didn't pick up on it. But that is one thing I wish I understood a bit better or was a bit more clear, because I still, particularly with like Evernote, Doe, and like the EOD, those type of groups, I'm just like, I don't know what it was they wanted from all this information. But overall, I would say I liked the story. It was very interesting. I really liked the building up of the mystery and how literally, again, everywhere we turned, it was just like, okay, we got an answer to this thing. But now we got questions about this thing. Let's figure out what the heck this is about now. It was fun. It was cool. As for gameplay, I really, really liked the investigating aspect of it. I like the rebuilding of the crime scene and trying to piece together what happened in certain situations and the deduction mind palace things and all that. It was really cool. It felt like actual investigative work. It makes me actually want to try and do the game on a harder mode when it comes to the investigating, because what you can do is you can change the investigating type. So you can make it so that, yeah, you receive no hints on what to do in your investigation, no prompts to visit the Mind Palace or casebook, and won't be not notified when you've collected all key evidence. Like, that's next level type stuff. But it makes me kind of want to try and do it to see if I could actually, well, not like right, I've already played through the game, so it was kind of meaningless, but maybe a couple years down the road when I forget how the game works, makes me curious to see if I can actually do it. It was really, really cool, and I like the fact that you can make different choices, and when you made those different choices, you had 1 or 2 or 3 different deductions you can make based off those choices. It was really cool. I had a lot of fun with that. I love like mystery case solving type games and situations. And puzzles. They're very riveting. I would say sometimes the map thing was a bit confusing, but I feel like they did a pretty good job. Again, I'm just bad with maps. I'm learning. So it's probably nothing on the game. It's just I'm bad with maps. What else? What else do they have when it comes to like case solving? I wish it was more clear, yeah, like what it is you can examine and what you can't. I feel like it would have been logical and would have fit in with the game if you went into your otherworldly site, and if you examine something that you can interact with, you can investigate, it would like show in a different color, it will glow a little bit, something like that, because that way you can better collect all the evidence in the area. And again, I feel like that would have fit in with the logic of the game. Maybe it would have made things too easy, I don't know, but I feel like finding some of these pieces of information was pretty complicated, and some of these areas were pretty large, so having that extra little bit to just hone in on what it is you need to be looking at would have been helpful. And again, it wouldn't have been outside the logic of the game, so that type of mechanic would have been appreciated. Anything else? I don't really think I have anything else about the investigative part of the mechanics. The combat system, it wasn't the worst, but I will say to a point, it kind of wasn't needed. And I'm just thinking about like the upgrade trees they had for you that was specifically for the combat, and it gives the vibe as if the combat was kind of secondary to the investigating aspect of the game. Because, like, if I remember correctly, you could increase the amount of ammo you have. You can increase the strength of your shovel. And you can increase the range of some of your weapons, but none of them are like, oh, let me increase the damage, let me increase the power, let me increase something related to just how much power and damage you do, which I feel like would have been particularly important, especially since, if you notice later on in the game, those big monstrous monsters showed up a lot more. Like, there was one section I literally ran into 3 of them at like the same time. And the fact that the game literally tells you, hey, resources are scarce, running away is probably the better option. So that kind of tells me, hey, this is a game, though it has fighting in it, you're not really supposed to. So it's kind of crazy how they're going to be like, hey, here's a gun, here's all these different weapons. Like, they gave you a lot of weapons. You got a shotgun, a rifle, a handgun, a revolver, and then the submachine gun. And then you had a couple other weapons you can use, the bear traps and all that stuff. So like, they gave you a lot of weapons. So giving the vibe of, oh, you gave me all this stuff, that means I should be able to survive certain situations. But at the same time, you're also saying, hey, it's probably best to run away because resources are scarce. So that kind of gives me the vibe of, hey, though we gave you these things, you're not seriously supposed to be using these things. Probably just want to run away. So my question would be like, okay, then why did you give me this stuff then? If you're not going to make the game in such a way where I can survive a situation and I'm just better off running away, why did you give me this equipment anyway? You're basically telling me, hey, use this equipment as little as possible. Why did you give me it then? I don't know. It's kind of like with the last case of Benedict Fox. That's another game that had a lot of investigative and case solving type mechanics and puzzle mechanics, but also had a combat system. And in that one, it was awful. Like, the combat system was utter garbage. It made no sense. It had no business being in that game. I hated it. You can hear about my entire commentary on that in my playthrough of it. But in here, I feel like the combat system wasn't too bad. It wasn't anywhere near as clunky, but it is odd that you're gonna give this stuff, but then at the same time say don't use it, basically, or use it as little as possible. I don't know. I guess it makes sense to have it in the game, but I feel like, honestly, it would have potentially made more sense in this type of game had you had it like Outlast, where it's literally you don't fight, you can't fight. Sure, you're a Navy SEAL or something, but you're an investigator. So you do investigative work. You're not here to beat things up and like threaten people and shoot people. Like, no, you're here to investigate. So I feel like the more Outlast side of it, of just running away, may have been better. But I guess the game may have felt a bit boring and empty then, because then it's literally just find clues, put clues together, go to the next location, repeat. So I guess that can get a bit monotonous. So I guess that is one aspect to the combat system that was it helped to break up the puzzle solving within the game. But I don't know, then I feel like you could have had it so that the movements of your character were a bit more fluid, and you could have had, like, I don't know, runaway sequences where like just a bunch of monsters chasing you. You have to get out this location this certain amount of time. I don't know, that could have been kind of fun. Like hide and seek or tag with monsters. That would have been kind of cool. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying there's no way to make it so that you have a combat system in a game that is also very heavy in investigative works that's puzzle solving. There's definitely a way to do it. Like Bioshock, it kind of does that, only it's much more heavy on the combat side instead of the puzzle side. I'm sure there's other games I played that balance it out pretty well. So it is possible. It's just I feel like in this one it wasn't done as well in other games, because I will say one thing that made the combat annoying was the movements of your character. He was very, very slow in both his running and in his shooting. And that's another thing I think they didn't allow you to upgrade. I don't think they allowed you to upgrade the load speed. They may have it maybe one or two weapons, but it took a while to get to that point. And again, how do you get these knowledge points so that you can upgrade your weapon? You do it, or upgrade your stuff, your inventory basically. You do it by either fighting or by investigating. If you're doing strictly investigating, I guess you could get up to a point where you're upgrading your map pretty well, or your skill tree pretty well. I guess if you do like the side cases and stuff, you can. But again, that therefore then goes back to, why are you giving me this stuff then? If I can do things to upgrade this stuff, and I really don't have to, because I have another way to upgrade this stuff. And besides like main story fights, I have no reason to really get involved with fights. I can just leave. I don't know, it's a bit weird. Again, I didn't mind it too much. It wasn't as clunky as it is in the last case of Benedict Fox. but I, to a point, could have done without it. But it wasn't the worst. There are definitely there are definitely worse fighting mechanic systems. So, yeah, it was okay. The fighting mechanics, they were alright. And let's see. I didn't really pay attention to music. Music was very, it definitely added to the ambiance. It was definitely very creepy, very foreboding, very spooky. So that definitely helped with the atmosphere. There was one part, and I think when we were dealing with Evernote, it was like in his manor, there was music going, and like the scream was all wavy because I think Charles was kind of losing his mind. It was really creepy. So definitely helped with the ambiance. I was definitely creeped out every now and then. That's another thing I would say that this did a pretty good job with, is that it's just creepy enough to make you feel like uneasy, but it's not like so scary that it's just like full-blown horror like you have with, say, like Outlast or something, or I don't know, the Resident Evil games. This is definitely more like, it's spooky. I wouldn't really I guess technically you could still call it a horror game, but like if you're looking for a game that's not like too scary, but like it's just a little spooky, this is a good middle ground. I feel like the spookiness, the true horrors within this game come from the aspects of it that are found in reality. Like the abuse of mental health patients. They took that to the point of cannibalism. The racist aspects, the other racist aspects. There were a lot of racist aspects. But yeah, those were the true horrors, I feel like. Yeah, really, sucky, really bad. Let me see. Animation, I would say it was pretty good. I had to turn it down because otherwise my computer may not run it the way it needs to. But my computer was able to handle it at the lower quality, and I felt like it looked pretty good. It's nothing like to write home about, because I've played a lot of really good looking games, but I've also played games that are literally just like pixels. So I'm really not too picky typically about animation. But like when it looks like really good, I will mention that. And this one, it looked good. I wouldn't say it's like Devil May Cry level, but, and I keep saying that because that's some of the best animation I've seen in a game in probably ever. It was really good. So it's not that level, but it was good enough. So I feel like that covers just about all aspects of the game. So overall, I would give it solid 8.89. And I feel like the things that deduce from its overall level or grade is probably the fighting mechanics, and I kind of mentioned it in one of my previous playthroughs, the crazy change in difficulty between the regular enemies and then those giant enemies with the multiple arms. I still kind of feel like the difficulty change from the regular enemies to those things is pretty large, almost unnecessarily so. So that is one thing. The combat system brings it down a little bit. Yeah, I feel like those are probably the only thing that brings it down for a little bit. So yeah, solid 8.89. I liked it. It was fun. I would definitely play the next one once or if it comes out. So that is the Sinking City remastered version. Thanks so much for voting for this one, even though I think only one person voted for it. It was a really good option. I had fun with this one. And so now I need to start thinking about the next games I'm going to play. And I need to get a poll out for that. I have no idea what I'm going to play next. It's probably going to be something entirely different from the other 2 games we did, though. The Gotham Knights and the Sinking City. But I have to look through my my library, because I have like a lot of newer games, and I have games that I've got literal years ago and just haven't played yet. I have some games where we can like continue the series, so that would be like Assassin's Creed, Metro Exodus, or like the Metro series. I have a couple other series in my playlist or in my library that I have gotten to. So got a lot of options. So definitely gonna be putting a poll out. Probably gonna be a variety of different games so that y'all can pick whichever one that's speaking to you, and we will go from there. So thanks so much for coming with me on this journey. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch y'all in the next set of videos. Bye bye.